Oh, my brand new Wonder Years record. I finally got it off of eBay. Found the one I was looking for.
Stop! Don't you fucking touch that corner. I swear to God, put it back in. Put it in.
Hey everyone, it is rant time right here on Beyond ARTV. That's right, today I'm going to be tearing into vinyl collection owners just a bit. Now I, of course, myself being a bit of a vinyl collector, I'm not going to call myself a vinyl madman. I don't have cases on cases on cases, but as you can see, right back here, I've got a pretty decent stack, and there's actually some on that lower level as well. I think I own about 150 records on vinyl. Now, my personal rule of thumb is buy the ones that you really like or else love on vinyl, because those are really going to be the ones that you actually spend time putting on the turntable and playing, because otherwise, what's the point? It doesn't make sense to just own records on vinyl for them to sit there and look pretty, and this of course is all just my point of view. I feel like some things are a little bit more fact-based, some are more opinion-based, but you'll see as we go point by point. I believe I have 5 main points for this video today, so I hope that you can sit back, take a look, see how you feel about things as well, reflect on my opinions, and see what you think overall. Let's leave a like on the video today to let me know that you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And here's my first point about vinyl collectors. I figured I'd make this my first point since I kind of joked about this in my opening sketch, but the overall elitist or else high horse attitude of some of these vinyl collectors is absolutely absurd. They think that they can control how someone else just handles their vinyl, collects their vinyl, what they get, where they get. Oh, you bought a record on Amazon, you sell out, you are killing the music industry. Or else things like, oh, you touched the vinyl on the corner just to get it out of its packaging so that you could show it in a video. You harlot, or you whatever else they can come up with, just whatever term flies off of their tongue. I feel like that's what's supposed to stick and somehow hurt us. I see this in people who do vinyl collection videos, and as much as I hate some of these vinyl unboxing videos and stuff, let them open the record however they're gonna open it. Why does it affect you in any way if somebody touches the corner? I get that if you do it continuously, that it gets like grease and stuff in the grooves, or else just it fucks with the record itself, but why would you just assume that we are constantly fondling our records just all day? I'm like, oh, here's my Wonder Years record. Let me get this out and just rub it all over my face and hands and whatever else body part I can get this on. Just let me get that up in there. Oh yeah, that feels great. I'm sure me doing that as a silly joke actually triggered somebody. They might not actually put it in the comments here, but I'm sure somebody is over there cringing at me because I touched the record or else kind of shook it around. Oh no, it wasn't in the perfect environment for about 10 seconds, it's probably ruined. These are the same type of people that look down on someone for buying a Crosley Cruiser or some other lower end record player just because you can't afford the best in the game. I'm sorry, we don't have your $1,000 setup with the best amp and speakers and turntable system in the game. I'm sorry that not everybody is made of money. Some people are just warming up to vinyl. Some people are always just going to be casual fans of it and want to own a record player. Why do you have to look down on them just because they don't own the same thing that you do, have the same setup that you do, play your records the same way that you do? Just because they're not you doesn't mean it's bad. Guys, seriously, I think it's cool if you're getting into record collecting. It doesn't mean you have to own 100 records like I do, or if you own 5 records or just own 1. As long as you're actually wanting to start up a collection, play it on vinyl, have a record player, doesn't matter what it is. I mean, try to be careful with your records, but don't listen to these elitists. Don't let them get you down, especially if you just did your first record collection video on YouTube or somewhere like that, and people are giving you negative feedback because, oh, you touched it, and you're worried because like, oh my god, am I doing something so wrong? You're not gonna kill the records. I had a Crosley for like 2 years, and it didn't ruin any albums. Now, to counter what I was saying there on my last point, I don't understand these people who buy all of these albums and then you'll be like, oh, what are you playing them on? Oh, I don't actually own a record player yet. And it's just, you kind of have that reaction like, Oh. Why would you buy records? Why would you spend lots of money, like at least probably $20 per record, especially if you're buying new vinyl? Why would you spend that kind of cash and then not have anything to play them on? Are they just gonna sit on your shelf? Should I turn them all around and have them be my backdrop and not actually own a record player? Am I doing it wrong? Have I been all along? No, that's not how it works. Buy a record player if you're actually gonna buy vinyl. Don't just buy it for the sake of having it sitting around looking pretty, or you just wanted to have it because, oh, well, you know, the Maine or Avenged Sevenfold or the Strokes, they all released this really cool color of vinyl, and I just think that it would be cool to have sitting on a shelf somewhere. I don't understand that mentality whatsoever, and just know that I'm not talking to you if you've bought a few records and you're saving money to get a record player, or you're eventually going to buy one, it's in the cards for you. No, I'm speaking to people who have been going for years, just slowly buying up vinyl, and it's just sitting on a shelf somewhere, or else sitting on a desk, or else you take it out to show off to your friends, but not actually knowing that, you know, they don't actually play that vinyl. It just sits there. So what's the point? This point actually goes hand in hand with my last one, but trying to fit in with this kind of community that you see, just liking the vinyl for the whole aesthetic of it, and just taking pictures of your vinyl and posting them on Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever other social that you're posting to. I know you're not posting to Vine anymore. Sorry, no more 6-second loops of that record sitting out in front of a white sheet somewhere. I think we all see the type of the fake glasses wearing, potentially beard or else plaid-laden hipster that goes into the store, wants to be seen shopping for vinyl, picks up some really cool, under-the-radar stuff that you've never heard of, or else some stuff that just doesn't get the attention that it should. And it's just like they praise all of these little bands and everything else, and they kind of look down on, once again, it kind of goes with that elitist attitude, they look down on those who might buy something that's a little bit more mainstream on vinyl. And once again, it just seems like they're there for the community. Unfortunately, I've had the displeasure of knowing someone in real life like this. They would pick up records, they would want to go to the record store just so that they could run into other people that shopped for vinyl as well, probably doing the exact same things that they were, and it was just kind of disheartening to me because I hate to see that, and I hate to see people faking it just for a certain look or a certain aesthetic, or they want the records because, and they will listen to them, but they want them because they feel like they need to blend into this culture of coffee sipping, glasses wearing, flannel wearing, vinyl playing, sitting in the rain in Seattle somewhere listening to the national kind of person that they think that they should be because they want to fall into this new age mentality. Fuck that, and fuck anything associated with being fake like that. I know I see this in the comments, and I'm sure you have too if you look through either my comments on my vinyl collection updates, my original vinyl collection video, or maybe some other people in the community you see in the comments.
Ew, why would you buy that on vinyl? Ew, why do you listen to that band? Like, you should be, here's 5 records that you should buy on vinyl instead of this.
Bitch, this is my collection. These are my musical taste. You think I'm just going out and buying anything on vinyl? You think I would just go buy back Blink-182 and the Strokes on vinyl because I wanted to? No, it's because I genuinely like those albums, and who are you to assume or even to say that, oh, you shouldn't like that or you shouldn't listen to that? Sure, this goes beyond vinyl, but it's a big point here. I know this is one of my shorter points here, but I just had to put it out there. Seriously, don't judge other people's music taste like that, especially whenever it comes to vinyl. It's just like, well, you should just buy that on digital or stream it on Spotify or buy a CD at the very least, not buy this on vinyl. Why would you ever play Green Day's American Idiot on vinyl? Because it's my favorite album of all time, damn it. I got the dollar signs in my eyes on the next one. That's right, I'm talking about the people who are just in it for the money. And they're collectors, sure, they'll have it, maybe they'll even play it, but there's a lot of people who will just buy up vinyl, snatch it away from the people who actually want to. It's kind of like a ticket scalper and someone who buys up the tickets and then resells them, except that's only months later normally, or else days later. This is for people who buy up the vinyl, keep it in plastic for years, not because it means something to them. Like, I've got a couple of records that are still in plastic, and sure, if there's one that it's like, oh, if everything goes to shit, at least I own this one album that I can sell. I'm talking about people who consistently buy up vinyl vinyl that they either never play or else they find it used and they know it's super rare and they hold it. They don't actually use it or want it, but they keep it because they know that they're going to make a shitload of money off of it someday. That is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. I know there's a lot of people like this. I understand that the world is driven by money and that there's a ton of money-hungry people out there, very, very greedy to make a buck off of anything. But music is something that I feel is very sacred, and especially to a lot of people, a lot of music fans, don't just go out and buy up all of the vinyl and then resell it to somebody years later because you know that you can make a ton of money off of it. Like, for example, I just recently paid way too much money for Louder Now by Taking Back Sunday. It's only had one vinyl pressing. It came out in 2009, and it cost way more than any vinyl record should. I understand that this is all up for debate, guys. These were just my personal views and opinions, my little debate towards some of these things. I feel a little bit more passionate about some versus others, as I'm sure you could tell by me getting kind of worked up on some of them. But I do hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think about the vinyl community? Is it too aggressive or is it too nonchalant? What do you think? Sound off down below. And let me know if you'd like to see any other rant type videos in the near future. Other than that, be sure to leave a like on the video today, guys. Subscribe to the channel because friends don't let friends go and subscribe. If you would like to see my last vinyl collection update, you can click right here, or a recent video on Beyond ARTV, click right over here. All of my social media is linked in the description, most active on Twitter at ARTV Reviews. Other than that, I'll see you very soon right here on Beyond ARTV.